Hello, good morning po, ma'am. The topic that we discuss is all about assessment learning resources and instructional input accommodation. Introduction. Assessment is integral to the teaching learning process, facilitating students and learning improving instruction, and can take variety of forms. Classroom assessment is generally divided into three types. Sa assessment in integral, meron po siyang divide into three. The first assessment for learning, assessment of learning, and assessment as a learning. Ito po yung types. The types of assessment, the observational checklist. Number 2, anecdotal report. Number 3, portfolio assessment. What is the observational checklist? An observational checklist is a list of things that can observer is going to look at when observing a class. This list may have been prepared by the observant, by the observer or the teacher or both. Sa observational checklist, there is a list of specific items or behaviors that observers uses to focus and document what they observe during a class. It helps them to maintain consistency, provides feedback, and ensures that important aspects of teaching are noted during the observation. This is examples of ano. For observational checklist, this is the example. First, the teacher, he has the observer to look at the issue of timing. The observer checklist includes these questions. The first is, does the teacher follow timings on the lesson plan? Number 2, does the teacher tell learners how long they have for an activity? Does the teacher tell learners when time is nearly up? The next reporter is Aaron T. Cordero. The topic that he report is, what is the report on anecdotes?
Ayun, thank you Ate Charmaine sa pag-introduce sa akin. Balik po tayo sa topic. What is the reports of anecdotes reports? Ayan po, teachers quick notes while they watch kids are called anecdotes reports. That's notes records a variety of behavior in the field of literacy at arithmetic, science, and social studies. That's art and physical and mental development. Ang point lang naman po dito kung ano po yung purpose ni anecdote reports, yun nga po, ayun nga po, dito po natin nire-record yung mga variety of behavior ng ating mga estudyante. Kung paano po nila ipinapakita yung kanilang kakayahan sa tinatawag nga po natin, ayun nga po, arithmetic, science, social study, yun sa arts and physical and mental development. Ayan po. For example, the student who was on task for intense tells nothing about the task or the behavior. However, saying the student built a tower from colored cubes creating an AB pattern after looking at the card that shows a similar alternating pattern gives us specific evidence. Ayun po. Ang ina-highlight naman po na itong example na ito ay doon po sa ginagawa po ng ating mga estudyante, sa binibigay po nating task sa kanila, yung kanila po naging response sa kung paano po natin ibigay yung task sa kanila. Yun nga po, dito po natin may papasok po yung natawag po nating anecdotes reports para po ma-record natin yung mga nakikita nating mga behavior nila at may record po natin yung mga nagiging progress nila about do sa mga tinuturo po natin sa kanila. Ayun po yung anecdotes reports. Next, what is the portfolio assessment? A portfolio evaluation can address and encourage a progress toward reaching its academic goals student efficiency by looking at the student selected example of work experience and documents relating to outcome being assessed. So, ang point lang naman po nito ang purpose lang naman po ni assessment, ni portfolio assessment, dito po nakalagay yung mga tinatawag po nating mga naging outcome po ng output ng ating mga tinatawag pong pinagawa sa mga bata. Like yung mga documents, sa kung ano po yung mga nilang, kung ano po yung mga kanilang ginawa. So, example, ayan, for example, a portfolio evaluation are components of the National Board for the Professional Teaching Standard Expert, the teacher assessment process. So, ayun po yung kanyang example. So, ang another example pa po nito, syempre, yung paggawa po ng mga gawain po ng ating mga estudyante, like yung activities, ayan, kung ano po yung mga naging score po nila, dun po natin ilalagay sa tinatawag nating assessment reports or assessment portfolio. And then, yung mga kanilang ginawang mga assignment or kanila po nalang naging activities o kanila po naging mga boy group na gawain po sa kanilang time ng klase. And then, yung another example pa po, yung mga tinatawag po nating reflection na ginawa din nila or ano po yung mga kanilang naging reflection about doon sa mga tinuturo po natin. So, purpose lang naman po ni portfolio assessment para po mailagay at ma-indicate po natin dito yung mga kanila pong mga naging nagawa. So, ayun po siya. Next, so reference. Kaya po, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig.